The book of Genesis is the first book of the Hebrew Bible and the Christian Old Testament. It tells the story of the creation of the world, the origins of humanity, and the early history of the Israelites. The book is divided into two main parts. The first part, chapters 1 to 11, tells the stories of the creation of the world, the first humans, and the earliest civilizations. The second part, chapters 12 to 50, tells the stories of the patriarchs of Israel, including Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Joseph. The first part of Genesis begins with the story of the creation of the world, in which God creates the heavens and the earth and all living things in 6 days. On the seventh day, God rests. The story of the creation of the world is followed by the story of the first humans, Adam and Eve, who are created in the image of God and placed in the Garden of Eden. They are given the task of caring for the garden, but they are warned not to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. However, they are tempted by a serpent and they eat from the tree, and as a result, they are banished from the garden. This is considered as the first sin and the moment of the fall of humanity. This act makes humanity subject to death, pain, and suffering. The next part of the first part of Genesis tells the story of the first civilizations, including the story of Cain and Abel, in which Cain kills Abel out of jealousy, and the story of the Great Flood, in which God sends a flood to destroy the earth because of the wickedness of humanity. However, God makes a covenant with Noah, and promises to never again destroy the earth with a flood. The story of the flood is followed by the story of the Tower of Babel, in which the people of the earth attempt to build a tower to reach the heavens. But God confounds their language and scatters them across the earth. This story is considered as the explanation for the diversity of languages and cultures. The second part of Genesis, chapters 12 to 50, tells the stories of the patriarchs of Israel, including Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Joseph. The story of Abraham begins with God calling him to leave his home and travel to a new land, and it tells how he becomes the father of many nations, including Israel. God makes a covenant with him, promising that his descendants will be as numerous as the stars in the sky, and that through them, all nations of the earth will be blessed. The story of Isaac tells how he becomes the father of Jacob and Esau, and the story of Jacob tells how he becomes the father of the 12 tribes of Israel. The story of Joseph tells how he becomes a powerful ruler in Egypt and how he reunites his family in Egypt. This story is considered as the prequel to the story of Moses and the Israelites' slavery in Egypt. The book of Genesis is considered to be one of the most important books of the Bible, as it lays the foundation for the rest of the Bible. It contains many important themes, such as the creation of the world, the origins of humanity, the nature of God, the nature of sin, and the beginnings of God's plan for the salvation of humanity. It also is considered a historical and religious text that tells the story of the origins of the Jewish people and their relationship with God. It also is a source of inspiration for many religious and secular values, customs, and beliefs. The book of Genesis is rich in symbolism, imagery, and allegory that can be interpreted in different ways, but most importantly, it is a foundation stone of monotheism, the idea of one God who created and governs the world. Thanks for watching our video on summarizing the book of Genesis. We hope you enjoyed learning about this important book of the Bible. Join us for our next video in the Summarizing the Bible series. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Leave any questions or comments in the comments section. Thanks for watching.